Dr. Howard Gardner is an American developmental psychologist. He's an author of over 20 books. He's best known for his theory of multiple intelligences in 1983. He believed that there are 8 different intelligences as opposed to a single score on an intelligence test. The theory is useful when thinking about variation among children and teaching to their strengths. What is the theory of multiple intelligences? The human plus the unique mind equals multiple intelligences. There are 8 multiple intelligences, and each person possesses all 8. The 8 intelligences function together in ways unique to each person. First, we have the verbal linguistic intelligence, or someone who is word smart, and they tend to be authors, journalists, speakers, etc. They have the ability to use words well, both when writing and speaking. Verbal people absorb information by engaging with reading material and by discussing, debating ideas. Then we have a bodily kinesthetic people, or someone who's body smart, and they tend to be surgeons, athletes, or sculptors. They're good at body movement, performing actions, and physical control. These people are best at processing information through their bodies. They work best standing up and moving rather than sitting still. Then we have our musical or music smart people, and they tend to be musicians, composers, or music therapists. They have the ability to produce and appreciate rhythm, pitch, and timbre. These people are good with patterns, rhythms, and sounds. They have strong appreciation for music and are often good at musical composition and performance. Then we have interpersonal people. They tend to be counselors. They're good at being aware of their own emotional states, feelings, and motivations. Intrapersonal intelligent people learn best by working alone or in setting individual goals. They are not necessarily shy. They are independent and organized. Then we have our interpersonal people, and they tend to be promoters, politicians, or talk show hosts. And they are people smart. They have sensitivity to the feelings and desires of others. They're good at making friends, collaborative learning, and social studies. They learn by working in small, cooperative groups. Then we have our logical, mathematical people who tend to be scientists, computer programmers, or logisticians, and they are math or number or logic smart. They're good at categorization, classification, and making inferences. They learn by solving real-world problems with numbers, manipulatives, blocks, and using computers for math games and quizzes. Then we have our spatial people, who tend to be picture smart, and they tend to be photographers, architects, or graphic designers. They create a visual image in their minds and act on it. They're good at making maps or diagrams or playing educational video games. Then we have our naturalists, or people who are nature smart, and they tend to be biologists, botanists, or ecologists. They have the ability to be in tune with nature. Naturalistic people enjoy learning about living things and natural events. They might be very passionate about environmental issues. Intelligences are always interacting with each other. To cook a meal, for example, one must read the recipe or be word smart, perhaps double the recipe or be number or logic smart, develop a menu that satisfies all members of the family or be people smart, and placate one's own appetite or be self-smart. The student is responsible for their learning. However, before students can take responsibility, they have to know what will work for them. The teacher's job is to help students identify strengths from their areas of competence and teach them how to build bridges from those areas to develop to the thinking that we want them to develop. Critics believe that it is too difficult to measure or quantify or test creativity and emotional intelligence. I believe that if the regular way of solving a problem does not work for students, they should be given permission to do it in an alternative way. Tests should be designed so that students are able to express what they have learned in multiple ways, such as writing, drawing, or acting it out, etc. Here are my references. Thank you.